Actually, I'm gonna go on this side. We can turn this off. All right. You already know. Keep that shit up here enhanced. Enhanced. All right. I want to see. I'm gonna check out a couple new shit for the update. I've seen this one. All right. Let me see.
Where Winds Meet just launched in the West, but it has already been out for almost a year in China with a constant stream of brand new free updates, including huge new regions.
Bro had what the fuck was he using as a weapon?
A year in China
whatever
with
that
a
is.
constant stream of brand new free updates, including huge new regions to explore that look absolutely amazing. There are
Bro, look, I ain't gonna lie, this is the first time seeing this. Look at that motherfucking grass. That grass looks fucking crazy. Son.
a ton of new bosses, over-the-top mounts, brand new weapon types, including gauntlets that seem very strong and
yo, I've seen that. We seen that before the game came out. That's a mount.
mounts,
bro.
brand new weapon
Look at the
types,
mounts.
including gauntlets that seem very strong
funny
and
as
fun
shit.
to
I
use,
gotta get
and
that.
way more. So I thought it was fun to look at the Chinese version and the updates they got, because we will likely get all that stuff as well, although the timeline will likely be different. I want to discuss that a little later in the video. Maybe right now you've already noticed that we cannot track the final fireplace to get the full Kaifeng map. And also when crossing the bridge to get there, you see a countdown telling you are not experienced enough. So Where Winds Meet launched on December 27th in China, and on January 9th, so a little less than 2 weeks later, they opened that whole Kaifeng map. I right now have to wait till November 24th before I can continue with the story missions, and eventually through the main missions you can get to this part of the map, as we've seen footage here from Cat Sausage. Link to their channel in the video description. They streamed all the new Chinese content. So yes, this new Kaifeng region also includes more side stories, outposts, and brand new bosses. Now, I don't want to spoil and talk about everything. Also, then this video would be like 50 minutes long.
Is that a big ass fish?
Because there is a lot. I just want to highlight some cool things that I saw were added to the Chinese version of the game. So let's move on to update 1.3, the Lunar New Year patch, that, as the name suggests, added a big firework festival to the game around the Lunar New Year. So this was
so there's
January 16th, so a bit before Chinese New Year. As the name suggests, this added a big firework festival to the game with many mini games like shrinking yourself and then doing platforming puzzles and other activities.
That's kind of fire.
Brand new bosses that I don't think are in the global version yet, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I know we do see the boss talents at least for one of them.
Damn.
And in the Cat Sausage stream, we also see that they added a weird new mount option, which is just a super sprint, which looks...
Yes, bro, please, bro. I've been waiting for this mount, bro. I've been waiting for this mount forever, dog. I want this shit so badly.
Kind of crazy. So the game already has some very unique
it's literally the Sonic
run,
version
right now, like the dog and the goose, that both
I do have
get
the goose
even crazier once they are upgraded. But if we look at the mount section in the Chinese version, so 1 year after launch, we also see that there's a mount option where you can be chased by a leopard, like this amount, with the upgrade being you mounting the leopard, chasing an NPC instead.
Yo, bruh.
There's also a huge cat. You can ride a donkey and a camel, and then have an army of camels. Why not? And well, the camels make sense, because the first big new region that was added to the game is a really cool looking desert. So let's take a look.
That looks fucking gorgeous, bro. Holy. What the fuck is this? So to go back to the other one, this looks crazy too, bro. Oh my god.
Big new region that was added to the game is a really cool looking desert.
It's rare.
So let's take
like
a look
this
at
looks
that,
screens. Oh my god. Are you serious? Like this is like wallpaper, like on my desktop type shit. This is like, I think this is the only game where low-key I wanted to actually like take pictures.
To the game, it's a really cool looking desert.
That looks
so let's take
crazy.
a look at that, the new weapons that were added, and of course way more. Leave a like on the video.
Gauntlets,
really
immediately switching to gauntlets. I ain't gonna hold you.
Winds Meet content. So at the end of March, 3 months after the launch of the Chinese version, a new main mission marker appeared on the map over here.
Yup.
This quest eventually leads you to a mural. There's a pretty cool cutscene that I don't want to spoil, and before you know it, you are in this sand-filled region called Hexy. You will encounter brand new enemies here, like these winged monsters, and I'm looking through the cat sausage footage, and this new region...
Look at that shit, bro. That shit looks fucking... Oh my god. Dog. Bro, this is a free game. This is a free game, dog.
Looks absolutely stunning. We got
like
those
how?
camels we can ride as
Yo, the line of camels.
There's this purple sandfish creature that can easily help you traverse the land. It seems like there's a brand new board mini game you can play. The Wayfarer is also present to reveal the first map. Like, there's a lot in this region, including, of course, some boss fights that I don't want to spoil, but this looks completely different compared to the two launch regions we got.
We can rewind time too. What I'm seeing, like, that's like a new power we got.
It's completely different compared to the two launch regions we got. It seems comparable to a paid DLC for other big open world single player games, but this content is of course all free. Apart from the crazy maps, you of course have to pay for those. And a month and a half later, on May 16th in China, they got Lang Show, another huge new map.
Yo, what? Yo, it's just wallpaper after wallpaper after wallpaper, bro. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? What is this? Son, this makes no sense. Bro, this makes no sense.
But this time filled with snow.
Bro.
You literally walk from the desert region straight into the snowy region. The Wayfarer
we're getting a desert and a snow.
And remember that purple creature helping you traverse the desert? Well, now you can use it to get to the very cool floating platforms with the lunar style lights. There are once again many incredible looking scenes in this content, probably from the main story. They are not holding back, and this also includes a huge new boss fight. They were actually already like promoting this in promotional material before the update went live, so that's why I want to show it already. But this is gonna be challenging from what I've seen. So now every month they seem to expand the map a bit and add more new bosses and main story missions, and some of the stuff that you see right here and that I'm seeing by looking at this footage is very creative in terms of art direction and gameplay. I'm also seeing a new weapon type.
We getting a side scroller mission, bro. What are we talking about?
Very creative in terms of art direction and gameplay. I'm also seeing a new weapon type that was being added in July, if I'm not mistaken, but want to touch more on the new weapon.
Wait, this is like the summon one, right?
As the final update as part
that's literally the fucking Tang sword in Naraka, bro. Yo, they ain't slick, bro. Well, I forgot what it was called. It was like the other version of the katana when they made like alternate weapons for each other, bro. That's literally the alternate heavy attack, bro. It's literally the alternate heavy attack.
Touch more on the new weapons and what I found in a moment. As the final update as part of the
I would use that for movement in
schedule that again started in March and now ends at the end of August. We enter a portal and go to a brand new grasslands region.
So we're getting, bro.
Looks complete.
How long this game been out, bro? Yo, when did this game come out, bro? What was the day again, bro? There's like no way, bro. Yo, son. Bro. It's the same month. Dog, it's the same month, and we're getting 3 new regions. Son. It's the same month, and we're about to get 3 new. They're already about to give us 3 new regions, bro. Son, what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Completely different, really beautiful. Kind of endless and relaxing. Compare all these year one regions versus what we now have at launch, and I think it's a huge step up. It's of course more mythical. I'm down for that. Curious to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. But yeah, this land is very peaceful. The cat challenges are back, for example, but this time you turn into leaves and have to collect the objects before the time runs out. The next region, though, they added a month later, so in September, is in a big 2.0 update, and this adds more new elements. But I want to look at some new weapons first, because they of course keep adding cosmetic skins for weapons.
Bro, oh my god, bro. This is the same quality of weapon skins. I feel like I'm like a broken record right now comparing this shit to Rock, but it's the same. It's the same people. It's the same company that publish it, bro. They're called different, but it's the same NetEase. It just worked on different games, bro. This is the same quality shit from Rock. Like this is crazy.
Over the top ones like a giant spoon for I think the Thunder
Oh,
Cry blade, but there are also
The
some
spoon?
brand new weapon types added that I assume are free, just like the launch weapons we have now. Now, if you are someone who is or has
Oh my
played
god,
the Chinese
that's gonna be so
version,
annoying. This is supposed to be a
totally
tank
reach out
weapon
to
too, bro.
input at
Wait, hold
Direct
on,
One,
let me see that again.
I assume are
It's supposed to be a
free,
tank
just
weapon.
like the launch weapons we have now. Now, if you are someone who
This don't
is
look like-
or has played the
This looks like another version of Strat Sword, bro. It literally looks like another version. This is another form of
just
Strat.
like the launch weapons we have now. Now, if you are someone who is or has played the Chinese version, totally reach out to input@jarepta.com, the email address. If you want to share some details or footage or anything else, help me cover this in the future, that would be appreciated. Because it was actually quite hard to find information about when and how the new weapons were added.
All I'm saying,
So like I
I'm
said,
definitely using
it
that
seems
sword.
one was added in July, the horizontal sword. A smaller blade, but you use two hands. It's still fast, very flashy. It kind of reminds me of the nameless sword
my
and the
God.
strategic sword.
Literally
And seems to
combined.
focus on combos where new moves are enabled after doing other attacks. It looks kind of strong, has the delayed like
And
attacks
you
as well.
and you get fucking spirits, bro. 97. Damn, we're gonna have to be like level 100 for that motherfucking area, bro.
After doing other attacks.
It's summoning
It looks
spirits
kinda strong,
also,
has the
bro. Look at
delayed,
that.
like attacks as well. The coolest new weapons though that actually just came out a few days ago are the gauntlets. Yes,
Bro,
Paul?
I'm using the horizontal sword in the gauntlets. That's the new combo. I don't care if I get bottlenecked with mats, bro. I'll be
Powerful
weak for a
gloves,
while.
Similar to V
I do
from
not
League of
care.
Legends. They of course seem to be very strong in close combat. Has some cool finishing moves with the camera actually
my
making a
God.
sort of close up when you do them. And the
Bro, that shit looks so fucking sexy, bro. I need that, bro, right now. I need that
from
right
League
now,
of Legends. They of course seem to be very strong in
Oh
close
my
combat.
God.
Has some cool finishing moves.
Look at
with
the
camera
execution,
actually
bruh.
making a sort of close up when you do them. And the charged
Oh
heavy
my
attack
God.
does that as well. And I also saw footage of someone using the new gauntlet weapons
Yeah,
in
like a Hulk too,
combination with
bro.
what looks like a new rope dart, because it has this insane AoE attack that is just the nameless spear charge attack, but way stronger. So it seems like
Hold on, am I using rope dart again? That looks crazy. I mean, I don't know, cause like I don't know how I feel about rope dart in PvP. Maybe like I don't know how I feel about it in 1v1, to be honest. But shit, I'll use rope dart again. That's the problem. Like rope dart just kind of felt like you was only using like the rats. Like you use the rats and that's it. And maybe like you get like a pull or you get some poke or something, bro. But like or like interrupt something from like some like kind of like mid range or decent range, but like and like fast pace, you end up having to use your other weapon anyway. But I'll use rope dart again with gauntlets. But, oh, I don't know, bro. Now I'm stuck between weapons again, bro. Because I want to use the tank. I think it's called like the tank sword, the horizontal sword with gauntlets, bro. Either way, something is getting. I'm switching my weapons entirely. I don't know if I want to do rope dart again, but tank like. Nah, I think it's gauntlet and tank sword, bro. I think so. Yeah, I think it's gauntlet. I don't know, bro. I want to use rope dart again, but that might be like a third weapon, like a side weapon. That might like with extra resources if I get. But nah, yeah.
like that is a new variant as well. Again, if any Chinese players could chime in, that would of course be appreciated. And I think there
That
are
looks like
more
the heavy
weapons,
attack
but
too,
again,
bro.
I don't have the info, so
Doing it like
anything would
multiple
help.
times.
But in one of the videos from the gauntlet weapon, we do see the player go on a rocking horse, because why not? Either way, this rocking horse is in another brand new region added in September. In the trailer, they highlight this mechanically advanced world, and after fighting a monkey on a boar,
Bro, they have showed the gameplay. They have showed the gameplay for 4 new regions, bro. Like it's one thing to show pictures, right? It's one thing to give some lore about it, or like, oh, it's new mechanical, like just a paragraph. These motherfuckers are showing gameplay in 4 new regions that look finished. That look finished. Like what? They had this in like in the bag as soon as the game like start. It's like they knew they had this in the bag, bro. 4 new regions. They knew they had this in the bag from the start.
Again, why
They
not?
said, "Oh yeah, the players gonna love this."
Machines to reach a higher point. So one of the
We're
new
not even
mechanics
done
is that
cooking.
you can
Yo,
use the
we got basically a flying helicopter. Yo. I'm not gonna lie, this not being a full-fledged MMO, bro, is like it's a blessing for any other company, bro. This would have blown shit out of the water like crazy.
celestial seeds
I'm not
to
gonna lie.
grab barrels and then throw them to enemies. There are also new talents to unlock.
I feel like it's
new
kind of the
mechanical
service
enemies
making
that
this
look
a
wild.
gacha game.
Like, it's only going to get crazier from here. The launch enemies we have now are really
Also,
not
like it's definitely
representative
the
of
better
future
plan to
content.
make this a gacha.
So a lot of this content is already done. They just have to localize it. So I'm really curious what the release schedule for the global version that we are playing now will be.
Again, another wallpaper worthy. You feel me?
Because to be honest, they are already pretty aggressive in China with, again, every month some new content to play at the size of paid expansions we see.
I can't imagine China. China, like they eating every month, bro. They eating every month. I wonder, like, I don't know. I guess not. There's probably people that play this shit like all the time, every day. But it's just like people who play cash, like, bro, I can't keep up, bro. They bringing out something of like this quality every month, or just something every month, bro. I don't think we have for like a game like this. I don't think we ever had some content come out like this, like
always
crazy.
Be 1 year behind on the Chinese
while.
version, as you clearly see that the developers get better and better at making content and introducing cool ideas. So I think we will still see that Lunar New Year update in January, maybe a bit earlier in January, and then maybe the desert update a bit faster.
Oh shit! I did not mean to bring that up,
Then
bro. They
the
out
end
here.
of March.
Yo, can we talk? What the fuck are they doing? Who do they think they are, bro? Aura
and then maybe
farming
the
like this.
desert-
What are they doing up here? What is this? They're aura farming up here, dog.
An update a bit faster
What's
than
up with the
end of
birds?
March, and then they just build from there. Curious to hear your thoughts
They're
and
not
what
even
you
moving.
are the most excited about the things that I touched on. Again, if you are a Chinese player, let me know. Input@giraptor.com if you got any input. Check out my tips video for the game by clicking on the screen. Subscribe
Damn,
for more
bro.
on Where Wins Meet. Leave a like, and I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.
Son, no way, bro. Yo, that's a lot, bro. Peanut. That's a lot of fucking